Sinusitis is the inflammation of the tissues lining the sinuses. Sinuses are usually filled with air, but when they become blocked and filled with fluid, germs like fungi, bacteria and viruses are likely to form and cause infections. They cause eyes to become watery, itchy and trigger pain around the nose area, which is also accompanied by a nagging sinus headache. This time we look into sinus infection symptoms and several home remedies for sinus infection. But before that, learn and make sure the type of sinus infection that you are having. There are 4 types of sinusitis. Acute sinusitis. Acute sinusitis. The infection is new, lasts up to a month, and symptoms can be divided into severe and non-severe. Subacute sinusitis. Subacute sinusitis represents a transition between acute and chronic sinusitis and may last up to 12 weeks. Chronic sinusitis. Chronic sinusitis. The symptoms last for more than 12 weeks. Recurrent acute sinusitis. Recurrent acute sinusitis. When acute sinusitis occurs for few episodes in a year. Sinus infection symptoms. Following is a list on bacterial sinus infection symptoms. 1. Facial pain, normally a pain in cheekbones. 2. Stuffed nasal. 3. Nasal discharges. 4. Loss of smell sense. 5. Cough. 6. Bad breath. 7. Fatigue. 8. Headache. 9. Nose feels itchy. 10. Sometimes fever. Sinusitis is a fairly common disorder that occurs among the teenagers, especially due to some allergens and environmental conditions. Usually, the inflammation of sinuses happens when one is allergic to certain type of dusts or animal fur. Animal fur is said to trigger deep sinus infection symptoms. It may also cause exacerbation of sinusitis. Besides that, smoking can also be a risk factor of this disorder. Like any other common disorders, this too can be genetic. If it runs in the family, then one's likeliness of developing it is positive. Eight natural home remedies for sinus infection. If you experience any of the sinus infection symptoms mentioned above, see a doctor first. Your doctor will prescribe you with drugs and medications that will relieve your symptoms. Of course, he might also suggest several treatments for sinus blockage that can completely rid it. Treatments can be costly, hence many would prefer to go on medications. But imagine if it is a public holiday, and the clinics and pharmacies are closed, and you have run out of your medications. What would you do? Yes, home remedies. Home remedies can bring instant relief and keep it under control for some time, at least until the pharmacies and clinic reopens. They may also do some favor in curing your sinus infection gradually, and prevent recurrent conditions of sinusitis. Following are few of the natural homemade sinus infection remedies that work in treating sinusitis. Steam inhalation. Breathe in the steam of hot water in a bowl. Make sure to add few drops of menthol oil into the hot water. This is proven to improve sinus blockage symptoms and relieve the pain. Drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water to keep your mucus thin. This will also help reduce the fever and headaches. Soups. Drink a lot of soups. It will also keep your body hydrated. Chicken soups especially can decrease your mucus production. Peppermint tea. Peppermint tea contains menthol. It will thin the mucus and clear up the blockage. Onions and garlic. Roast them with just few drops of olive oil and eat. This will help dissolve and eliminate the mucus. You may also throw some chopped onions into hot water, and then inhale its steam. Apple cider vinegar. This really works. Make a drink out of 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 6 ounces of water and some honey for taste. Drink it hot 3 times a day. Beetroot. Boil chopped beetroot in water. Later, when it gets warm, pour it into your nose and let it go through your nose and out of your mouth. Repeat this for several days. Ginger. Make some homemade ginger tea. Then drink a cup every 5 hours while it is hot. This remedy is also proven to improve symptoms of serious sinus infection. Make sure you are not allergic to any of the remedies mentioned above before trying out them. And if there are any other sinus infection remedies that you know, do not hesitate to share them with us here. And remember to see a doctor immediately if you notice any of the symptoms in you. This is to avoid severe sinusitis infection complications. Please like and subscribe the video if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.